Welcome back to Swiss Money Radio Show. I'm your host, LJ Shepard, right here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And I had the honor and pleasure to be talking to Rachel Davis for this last hour and had some really, really good things out there. And hopefully you are taking some of the things that she said to heart. You jot, even if you don't have the whole thing, hopefully you got one golden nugget. Now, at this time, I'm going to give Rachel the floor because she has a lot of things that's going on, and you have an event coming up. I want you to let people know about your event, where you're going to be speaking at, your book, or any other speaking engagements you got, your websites, anything that's out there.
Awesome.
Do you. This is your world without me saying a thing.
Awesome. Well, I do have an upcoming event taking place here in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Rocks Jazz Bar. Was able to rent out the entire club, and I chose that particular location because it was just very apropos for the topics that we will be discussing. The name of the event is called Demystifying Men. So that's right, ladies. We're going to demystify men. We're going to decode men. We're going to break them down to their lowest common denominator so that we as women can go into the new year having a greater understanding of how men think, of how men feel, of how men process information, how they process their feelings and emotions. But above all of that, we're going to talk about how men love. And we're also going to share how we as women can have a better understanding of men in that way, so that way we can start to have more powerful and more positive and more passionate partnerships in our relationships going forward. So that event, you can go to demystifyingmen.eventbrite.com for tickets. Again, it's demystifyingmen.eventbrite.com for tickets. It's a very small, very intimate setting, literally almost halfway sold out. VIP tickets are more than 3/4 of the way sold out. It's again, very small and intimate setting, and get your tickets right away because they will sell out.
And how can individuals get in contact with you?
Personally, I can be reached via my website, racheldavislive.com. Again, racheldavislive.com. And you can also find me on social media, Facebook, Rachel Davis Live via Facebook. And on Instagram, I am The Confident Femme.
The Confident Femme.
Femme, which is woman in French.
Got you. So if you like what you're hearing, and one of the things that I know, to be a fly on that wall for that conference is going to be, for men, that could be amazing just to hear what's going on. But at the same time, I know for a lot of women,
right,
and I know you keeping it above ground, but you ever thought about just putting wine to it?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely.
saying. And the reason why I say that because I run a wine club.
Do you now?
Yes, I've run a wine club.
Okay.
Through direct sellers.
Okay.
And each and every month we send 2 bottles to women's homes or 4 bottles to women's homes.
Now talk about setting the mood, right?
It's perfect timing.
Exactly.
So after the event, they can have a bottle. The men can have a bottle of wine sitting right there.
Right.
Because they're going to feel good.
Exactly.
Their mind is going to be
you.
excited. Yeah, I'm going with you. I'm with you on that. Their mind is going to be going off the chain with all these ideas. And if the man is home with that bottle of wine.
With a nice chilled bottle of wine.
Through direct sellers, and you can get it from me.
Exactly.
It's my show, so I'm plugging my things. So, directsellers.com/DC Lifestyle is really simple. And just have that bottle of wine and just have a nice conversation of that evening. So it could be just a one long, great evening.
Exactly. Men have that wine and have it nicely chilled when she comes home from that event. Sit her down, take off her shoes, rub her feet, and just allow her an opportunity to talk and share about her day and the experience. And I promise you, just little things like that can really help to spark the passion and intimacy in relationships, which is really what I'm most passionate about. You know, couples, after a while, they start acting like they're brothers and sisters, and they lose that essence of passion. They lose the concept of intimacy because it's shrouded by bills and responsibilities and work and kids and dogs and all that stuff.
Yes.
So to keep that going, wine is a perfect complement to keeping that going.
And all you have to do is see me. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. And even ladies, just nudge him, you know, just like, hey, I have, if you're listening right now, go see LJ Shepherd. Check him out. You can catch me. We're going to wrap everything up. But first of all, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and dropping your knowledge on relationship with entrepreneurship, with money, and just the whole concept of men and women, because we are completely two different people.
We are.
And until we don't need to understand each other 100%, but as long as we get most of it right, I think you can have a wonderful relationship, because you'll never understand. I don't think a man can understand a woman 100%, but he could get most of it right to have everybody in a happy place.
Right. And if he understands basic human needs, because we have 6 basic human needs as human beings, and we're going to talk more about that at the event. But understanding what your 6 basic needs are and learning how to tie that in as far as love and relationships are concerned, you'll have a very happy life.
And that's what's important, just having a happy wife and a happy life.
There you go.
So make sure you go after you listen, you missed anything, check out my YouTube channel, LJ Shepherd. All the shows is right there on YouTube. You can see me on my social media on LJ Shepherd Official. That's the Instagram. My wine page is DC Lifestyle. The show page is LJ Shepherd. Everything you can find there on social media. Just find me, hook me up. I want to say thank you to you. And also I want to thank you to your husband, because he's sitting here all nice and patiently, taking all the pictures and doing what he's supposed to do. He's supporting you in your endeavors. So Johnny Davis, he is also an author and a coach. So
absolutely,
big shout out to you and all your endeavors and everything that you're about to do. I know 2018 is going to be real special, and we're going to make sure we get you on the air again to talk about the big plan. You know, there's a big plan coming, and I'm anticipating that it's happening. So we definitely want to thank you for bringing her down here and doing that. So another fabulous show. We got to play out some music. Tune in next week, Friday. I'm going to have another guest. We're going to talk about money, entrepreneurship, and I might start putting in relationship, because it really just makes sense to add that portion to it. You want to be a co-host?
Yeah.
You might have to be my co-host for 2018.
Let's do it.
This could work, because the energy is here. This is good. So we got this might work, because I want to have the women perspective on certain things that I can't touch on. There's certain things I just won't go. It's like asking for, my mother always said, never talk about women weight or age. So there's certain things I just won't do, and that's what it is. So we'll catch you on that note. We'll catch you next week. Big shout out to everybody who's been tuning in over the last couple of weeks and showing support. LJ Shepherd, Swiss Money Radio, right here on WDRB Media. We are